Hey, what's up to my Capricorns? Please make sure to get this book at Amazon.com. The link will be in the description box below as usual. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are in the description box below. So the cards that I come up with are the Six of Swords, the World, the Sun, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands, King of Swords, Three of Wands, Hierophant, and Three of Swords. So some of you Capricorns out there may be worrying yourselves up about love, about how it didn't necessarily work out, and that how it is that, you just seem to be having people come to you. Listen, Capricorn, it's a very simple formula, okay? Whether you are a guy or a girl, if people don't want to if people don't want to cooperate, right? Regardless of your orientation, if people don't want to cooperate with you, if they're giving you a hard time, it's time to let them go under any circumstances, okay? Because you're sitting up here worrying yourselves out about your streak, your romantic streak, about how things didn't necessarily work out well for you. And the thing is that it's easy as pie. I figured this out a long time ago, which is part of the reason why I'm celibate, is because me personally, and I'm just sharing with you guys, okay? I'm just sharing with you. Me personally, I figured it out. If the woman who I'm interacting with is giving me a hard time, what is the sense in really trying to get into a power struggle with her? She's already made up her mind that she's not interested in me. So for me to say no and go back and forth with her, whether I'm doing it with words or without words, meaning physically, in the sense of trying to move a relationship along with her in that regard, is what I mean physically, not, putting my hands on her, is not correct, because we all have our own free will. And the thing about it is that, like I said, I figured it out. It comes down to a matter of free will. If the female doesn't want to cooperate with me, for me to sit there and argue with her is idiotic, because an argument is two or how many people part of the argument trying to convince the other side or sides of their perception. And if you need to argue, that means that you're unsure of yourself, period. So as a result of this, if she doesn't want to cooperate, I let it go, man. It's not that big of a deal. And the things that for you Capricorns, you have to, what I suggest is, you don't have to go the whole celibate route, but you got to understand that mentality. The problem with the world, right, is not because of these problems that you see out here. The problem with the world is what's going on in people's minds. And what's going on in people's minds is the fact that people value and really put value, I'll say, in this idea, which is nothing but a false idea or misnomer, that they can control other people. That's false. People, everyone every time you go ahead and you ask, whether you ask, suggest, or you tell someone to do something, and they do this for you, they're participating to do it for you. If they decide to say no, they're not going to do this for you, you cannot make them do that. So let it go, Taurus. Let it go. It's not your fault in that regard. It's not their fault. For whatever reason, in the bigger scheme of things, if the two of you didn't work out, let go.